One missed this was a very interesting story as Dolphin star Tyreek Hill, and there has been updates to this, is now looking for this officer to now be fired along with his agent Drew Rosenhaus. They are pushing for it after their altercation just last week. And in continuing the theme of kind of what I'm trying to discuss today, of like, I think both sides can have an argument, and both sides you can see that there was fault, at least in this situation. I mean, I'm saying right now, I think both Tyreek and Torres have some things that they should either look at, apologize, or try to figure out and be better going into the future. Now, thank God, nothing really stemmed from this that was too serious other than the media and the controversy and the backlash. But I mean, again, if you want my opinion, in my humble opinion, I look at this and I go, well, they both screwed up. I think Tyreek clearly made a mistake in the video I'm about to show you, and then the officer Torres completely escalated when he didn't need to after he found out everybody was safe. And I think that's a fair argument. Now, some people might think that, that's towing the line, but I think they both screwed up. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, both these people have some issues that we can discuss, in case y'all don't know this part, because I like Tyreek. I really do. And I don't think he's necessarily a bad guy, but it would be remiss for me not to mention, in case y'all forgot, he was accused of punching his girlfriend in college. He did get kicked off Oklahoma State University, and he did plead guilty to domestic assault and battery by strangulation. Not to mention 2019 in Kansas City, they declined to charge Hill on an alleged domestic violence case involving his fiance and his 3-year-old child. Now, not to be outdone, Officer Danny Torres, who's a 27 police year veteran, the other part of this entire scandal, is an avid biker and apparently part of the Gunfighters Motorcycle Club, which describes itself as a national and international law enforcement motorcycle club. He apparently DJs on the side as DJ Dino, DNO. He was injured. Now, this is important to mention, too, as far as his overreaction and an off-duty traffic accident in November 2020. He was in a coma for a month. So we talk about Tua and brain injuries, and could that affect you? I mean, this guy was in a coma for a month because of some traffic accident that happened to him while he was on duty. So I'm not going to excuse that he's edgy for that reason, but we got a guy who was in a coma, who's in motorcycle gun clubs. We got the other guy on the other side, a player who's had multiple accusations and once pled guilty to domestic violence. So we got volatile people on both sides of the aisle here.
Sounds like you have mental problems, man.
I mean, we got some people both that might be a little bit... So let's get to the video in case you missed it. This was last week. I'll pause it for 1 second here, sorry, just so I can set the scene. In case y'all don't know, Tyreek Hill, before last week's game, was speeding around in his McLaren, and Officer Torres pulls him over right outside, I want to say Hard Rock Stadium, and Tyreek, this is the first part. This is where I blame Tyreek. I think most people, he's even kind of apologized for this, but let's roll it in case people have missed it. This is Tyreek getting pulled over, and I'm sorry, you don't do this. Go ahead.
Don't knock on my window like that, man.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Don't knock on my window.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Don't knock on my window like that, though.
Like what?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up? I have to knock to let you know I'm here.
Don't knock
That
on
way you
my
can
window.
lower it and talk to
Just
you.
get my ticket, bro, so I can go. I'm finna be late, gang. Do what you gotta do.
Keep it down. Hey! Keep your window down. Hey! Keep your window down.
Don't tell me what.
Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car.
Give me that.
Get out of the car.
Give me that. I'm gonna break that freaking window.
Get out of the car.
I'm finna get out.
Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. What part of blood are you in this town? Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, dude. I'm getting arrested. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro. Twin.
When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand?
I'm getting out,
You
bro.
understand? Not when you want, but when we tell you.
Hold on, bro. I just had surgery on my knee. I just had surgery on my knee, bro. I just had surgery
Really?
on
What
my
a
knee,
coincidence.
bro.
I just had surgery in your ears when we told you to put your window down.
Chill, bro. Chill.
So obviously, Officer Torres making the smart comments of you got some shit in your ears or da-da-da-da-da, and clearly was, not helping to de-escalate the situation. But, dude, I mean, I've seen videos after videos of people of all skin colors, Asian races, and genders and everything else. This idea that we can be smart to the cops like this is something that's really invaded the culture, man. I don't know when it started, but this idea that you just can do whatever you want and stick it to them and be like, what are the sovereign citizen people? Have you ever seen those ones that do the whole, I don't need to show you ID because I'm traveling? I mean, there's all sorts of people, for some reason, under the age of 30 or under 40 who think it's a good idea to dick with the cops. Again, I don't get it. So I'm sorry, Tyreek, at least in the first video, dude, what are you doing, man? You roll up the window, don't knock on my window, you're interrupting him, you're being a smartass. And then when he gets aggressive, suddenly, ow, my knee hurts. And oh, by the way, my knee hurts. I watched Tyreek Hill run an 80-yard touchdown in an NFL game literally 2 hours later. But in this situation, you can't touch me. My knee was just operated on an hour ago. It might fall off. I got a fettuccine knee. He's milking it. He's trying to suddenly play the victim here. And it's eye-roll inducing. So on that side of the coin, I'm sorry, Tyreek, and he said as much later in interviews that he probably shouldn't have done that. Now, on the other side, this is an exercise on how to not de-escalate as a police officer. Torres, in your gunfighter motorcycle club you're in, maybe y'all can discuss, how to enforce international law in your club there. But one of the last things you want to do, even if they may have agitated you, it is your job to protect and serve even the annoying, even the ones who can be a little bit of a smartass. Once you've decided and are able to figure out that they are no longer a threat to you, you can't take your trauma, you can't take your anger out, and that's what you did. So I see the other side, too, of once you had this figured out and his teammates Campbell and another one, I think Johnny Smith, come up, and they're yelling at them. And yes, they were parked, but they're on the side of the road. Roll the video here. I mean, this is not a good job in de-escalation. So on this side, I'm blaming Torres. Hit it.
I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting up, bro. God damn, twin.
When we tell you to do something, you do it.
You understand? I'm getting up.
You understand? Not what you want, but what we tell you. You're a little confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late.
Chill,
Too late.
All right, bro. Take me to jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro.
We are. We will.
Good, bro.
It is good.
Hey, Drew. Hey.
Don't worry about it. I hung up the phone. You stop crying.
Bro. Y'all.
Don't move.
Good. Bro, you beating on my window like you crazy.
You set him up?
Why y'all beating on my window like y'all crazy for? Damn, bro. Hey, Joe New,
Here come the teammates.
Hey, call Drew. Hey, call Drew, bro. Hey, call Drew, bro. Hey, what? Hey, call Drew, bro. Just call Drew.
Drew's his agent.
Hey.
What am I doing that's wrong?
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Hey, man, they got Tyreek. The cops over here beating on him, man. They over here beating on Tyreek,
Listen, big
man.
man, don't park there, man. Just get in
Hey,
the
yo,
car.
hey, Drew, you gotta come, man.
Just get in the car.
Right out the side, on the side of the,
Hey, get in the car. You're parked in the middle of the street.
Here comes, I believe, Torres.
You gotta go before you get a ticket.
Hey, you're in the car.
Who's the driver?
Yeah.
It's my car.
All right, move.
I'll take that.
You gotta move right now.
I'm coming, man.
Let me have your license. I'll take it too.
I'm coming.
Let me have your license.
I'm
Get a
leaving.
ticket. Let me
I'm
have your
leaving.
license.
I'm leaving.
I'm not playing. Let me have your
I'm
license.
leaving. Yo, what's
Your
going
license
on?
right now.
Sir, what's going on,
Your license
man?
right now. You're not gonna give me your license?
Get in the car and leave.
You're not gonna give me your license?
I'm leaving.
Let me have your
I'm
license.
leaving,
Your
man.
license right now.
Sir, you want me to
Hey,
leave?
your license right now.
I'm leaving.
Or I'm gonna lock you
He
up.
just told
Your
me to
license
leave.
right now.
He just told me to
Your
leave.
license right now.
Sir, he just-
You're dealing with me now.
Sir.
Your license right now.
Knees in the back, smart-ass comments, yelling and screaming in a situation of it's probably and not probably, it wasn't necessary. Is that kind of hard to ask of a police officer? Sure, but that's their job. Their job is to put their lives at risk, unfortunately, and protect and serve and try to de-escalate situations. And Officer Torres did not do that. He was very, agitated, jacked up on Mountain Dew. I get it. I sympathize in some ways there. And it's really hard for me because the over-exaggerations by these tough NFL players of my knee, and then you got the teammate, he's beating on him. And it's like, no, that's really happening. You guys are doing a lot of, people get their cell phones out and everybody, you know how a lot of this shit goes down. But like I said, both sides. I can see a little bit. I can see both sides of this, but. And it sucks for me. Look, I really just want to side with the players here. I'll keep it a buck. I really want to side with Tyreek Hill, Drew Rosenhaus, and others that are now, by the way, calling to sue the department and that they need to be fired and everything else. And I'll keep it really a buck because I'm white. I don't want to be on this side of the argument.
Because he's white. Because he is white. Look at him, man.
Like, trust me, as much I want to be cool and I want to say, yeah, those cops are da-da-da-da, and Tyreek did nothing wrong and they were beating on him. They could hurt his knee, and I'm just like, I don't see it.
Cut the shit.
I see some spoiled kids that I've seen all races do think they can smart off the cops or kind of just treat them how they want to treat them due to either history or anger or trauma or whatever reason. And so while I see the cop, especially Torres, overreact and not do his job in de-escalation, I also see y'all pulling a lot of the same shit I see a lot of people do. I've seen my friends do, and they get pinned down, and I don't feel sorry for them when they do it. I've been choked by cops. I don't get into that whole story, but I did something I wasn't supposed to. I tried to hide evidence. They choked it out of me. The stuff has happened, so it's not that I don't have any sympathy for it, and I want to be cool, and I want to be on your side, but then I hear Tyreek continue. Now, he did say in one interview that, I probably shouldn't have rolled my window up a bunch of times, and he butted a lot. He continues to go into this narrative in multiple interviews after this, because this was a huge controversy, that I really didn't do anything, that I still don't really understand what I did. And so roll this for me here, but Tyreek multiple times refuses accountability. I ain't trying to hear it, man. Maybe it's the old white dork in me. Roll it. I mean,
I wasn't on that kind of energy. Like, I was chilling. Like, I was following rules. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't moving fast because, I got injuries. You feel me? I got things that I go through. I play a physical sport. I've been doing this for a moment now, man. So I'm dealing with some stuff. So I guess the officers, they felt like I wasn't doing it on their timing, but I was doing it. But man, I'm still kind of shell shocked from it, man.
I was doing what my uncle always told me to do whenever you in a situation like that. Just listen, put your hands on the steering wheel, just listen. So it wasn't disrespectful, because my mom didn't raise me that way. Didn't cuss, didn't do none of that. So like I said, I'm still trying to figure it out, man.
Like, at the end of the day, if you like roll up on somebody all hostile, knocking on their window, and they already got their ID, ready for you. It's not like I said, you're not getting my ID, you're not getting my ID. It was one of those situations where it's like, here go my ID, sir, and I let back up my window. He said, let it down, I let it down. Then that's when it went from 0 to 10. The other officer came in, just pulled me out.
I put the video back because no, you didn't.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Don't knock on my window.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Knock on my window like that, no.
Like what?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up? I have to knock to let you know I'm here. That way you can lower it and talk to you.
Just get my ticket, bro, so I can go. I'm finna be late, gang. Do what you gotta do.
Keep it down. Hey. Hey. Keep your window down.
Don't tell me what.
Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car.
I mean, we got the body cam footage, and you're continuing on this crusade of like, I don't know what happened. I mean, I was just being nice and listening, and I did what my mama and uncle told me and all this other. Cut it out. No, you didn't. No, you did not. You clearly were in your way to give him an attitude, and you didn't think it was going to escalate to what it did. Officer Torres took it too far, but we got to stop with this sympathy, train you're trying to run on here of you were just some innocent, non-shit starting, totally respectful citizen who just got screwed with by these mean, terrible cops.
Cut the shit.
I want to be so far on the just like, kill the guy, they're terrible, cops suck, da-da-da-da. He was an asshole. He was, being a smart ass, and he caught too much, and Officer Torres is on leave, and he needs to think about how to de-escalate things. But no, I'm not rolling with you, Tyreek. I wish I could. It sucks being the old white guy who can't be cool here.
Because he's white. Because he's white. Because he is white. Look at him, man. What you want?
I ain't buying it. All right, moving on. Something I will buy and something all you should know. I'm moving into a new segment. One's fun, one's not so fun. Hit this for